When the Constitution of India was drafted, the framers bypassed the printing press to create something far more personal. Calligrapher Prane Bihari Narain Raizada spent 6 months handwriting all 117,369 words in flowing calligraphy, while a team of artists embellished every page with gold leaf and stone colors. To protect this craftsmanship, the original manuscript is stored under extreme preservation measures. Today, the handcrafted document sits inside a temperature-controlled, helium-filled case deep within the Indian Parliament Library. But while the physical document remains shielded from the elements, its political existence is highly volatile. Right now, the very first page, the preamble, serves as an active battleground. This fight involves 2 separate fronts. On one side, a controversy has erupted over the historical artwork in the margins. On the other, a high-stakes Supreme Court battle recently concluded over the specific adjectives used in the text itself. Understanding these 2 overlapping conflicts over a single introduction page provides a window into India's modern political identity. When the Constitution was finalized in 1950, renowned artist Nandalal Bose and his team created 22 unique illustrations to border the text. They intended for these drawings to serve as a visual history of the Indian subcontinent. This visual timeline begins in antiquity. The very first section opens with the image of a humped bull from a stay-tight seal, connecting the nation's origins directly to the ancient Indus Valley civilization. From there, the artwork moves through a diverse list of historical and regional rulers. By placing scenes of Emperor Akbar's Mughal court alongside portraits of Maratha kings like Shivaji, the illustrations cement a highly inclusive national narrative. However, that inclusive history recently collided with modern politics. A government-issued booklet celebrating the Constitution triggered immediate public outrage. Critics argued that the booklet engaged in selective representation by omitting key personalities that Bose had originally included in the borders. This led to accusations that the government was actively erasing figures that didn't fit a specific political narrative. The intensity of this backlash proves that the visual memory within India's founding document is not viewed as decoration, but as fiercely guarded political territory. While the borders are being debated, the text itself is under even greater pressure. In its original 1950 form, the preamble declared India a sovereign democratic republic. The words secular and socialist were missing. That baseline changed radically during the emergency period of 1976. Under Prime Minister Indira Gandhi, civil liberties were suspended, and thousands of political opponents were imprisoned. During this period, her government passed the 42nd Amendment. Often called a mini-constitution, it drastically centralized power while Parliament lacked a full democratic mandate. This amendment literally rewrote the preamble. It locked the words socialist and secular into the opening sentence and added the word integrity to the section on national unity. Arguments against this change center on the fact that the Lok Sabha's normal 5-year tenure had already expired. Because the amendment happened 26 years after the original adoption, petitioners view it as an illegitimate, retroactive change. This historical grievance reached the Supreme Court between 2020 and 2024. Petitioners demanded that the court strike these specific words from the Constitution to restore the original framers' intent. To these petitioners, the 1976 injection remains an unresolved national trauma, representing a period where the foundational text was altered without the clear consent of the people. In late 2024, the Supreme Court delivered its verdict. They dismissed the pleas and ruled that the words socialist and secular would remain in the preamble. The court's logic rested on Article 368, which explicitly grants Parliament the power to amend any part of the Constitution. Using the landmark Kesavananda Bharati precedent, the court noted that the preamble is an integral part of the document and subject to change. They ruled that adding these descriptions legally fits within the basic structure of the Constitution, rather than destroying it. The justices also pointed to societal acceptance. They argued that after 4 decades, these terms have been fully integrated into the Indian political identity by we the people. By protecting the amendments, the court confirmed that the 1949 date of adoption does not freeze the Constitution in time. The document is designed to evolve. We are left with a central paradox. A modern superpower is still arguing over artistic borders drawn in 1950, and adjectives injected in 1976. Yet beneath these controversies, the original pillars, justice, liberty, equality, and fraternity, still anchor the document. They provide the stable ground on which these debates take place. The survival of the 1976 changes proves that the Indian Constitution was engineered to absorb political shocks and grow with the nation. This friction over text and imagery is a feature of the system. It creates the space for over 1 billion people to continually debate the nation's core identity. The helium case protects the ink and parchment, but the Constitution's real authority resides in its status as a living, heavily contested blueprint for the future.